Well, this is your boy Yussif Mazzola. We back again. Today, I'm gonna give you the details of my life about how it started from Ghana to Spain, England, Holland, United States, and today in Canada. So stay with me and be ready for the detail. Well, thank you for being patient with me. Today, I'm just on my rooftop, right? And just enjoying the breeze, man. It's beautiful out here. But I'm gonna give you the details of my life, how it started, the reason why I left Ghana to Spain, and to Holland, to England, to United States, and today I'm in Canada on the island of Victoria. Well, and also in addition, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why I opened this channel, so that we Africans, we can be able to share our stories in the Western world, so that those back home, those in the other parts of the world, can also listen to us and be able to learn from our experiences. So let me start. How did it even started? In my life, from 0 to 12 to 13 years, in fact, there is nothing that I can remember. Maybe it might be like here and there type of things, but from 13, 14 years, I remember I was in secondary school. That I remember. More especially during the final years, it was a hustle. And I went to this school called West Africa Secondary School. It was one of the toughest schools to go. And it was fun. But the only portion of that school that I did not like was when it comes to paying tuition. And honestly, I did not even know my parents were so poor until it's time to pay that tuition. Man, it was hard. And the funny part of it is just like those instructors will come to the class asking us for our tuition when we have our final exams. So they know that everybody is in that class. And I'm among the few people they made mention of, hey, Yussif, you did not pay your tuition this semester. And what they did to you is just like they lay you down on a table and give you some lashes. And the reason to that was when you get back home, you tell your parents. No, you don't even tell your parents. You just remove your shirt and show them the mark. That to them would force your parents to give you the tuition. But where I came from, shoot, there's nothing. So my parents would be like, okay, don't worry, go and tell them we will bring it next week. I would go back. It's the same rotation over and over again. Nothing changed. And I did not even know we were poor until this part of my life. I call it the struggle. Man, it was tough. But then again, the good part of it is just like no one in my neighborhood knew that we were poor. Because I'm always excited, I'm always happy. I don't even show anything outside. I go play soccer with the guys. I pick up my books, I still go to school, they'll kick me back. Nobody knows apart from my parents. And I think, okay, let me take a step back. How I got admitted to that school. We did our exams. They call, I think, BECE or something like common entrance exams. So we got admission. So now you have to wait for a few months, pay your tuition, get your uniform, and get your books. But every day I would go and knock on my parents' doors. Hey, it's time, it's almost time, it's a month to go. Did you pay my tuition to go to school and start? They were like, yeah, we got it. But the day to go was one of the most miserable days for me, honestly, because my stepbrother was able to start that same day school resumed. And I was sitting down at home and nothing happened. The next day, nothing happened. I asked my parents. They were like, we don't have the tuition. But my stepbrother, he was able to start. But the good part of my stepbrother I love so much, every day that he go to that school, he come back, he give me his notes. He said, I understand the situation. I love my stepbrother, man. He said, I understand, this is my note. This is what they teach us. He explained things to me. The next day he goes back. He bring me his notes. I take notes. I sit down. I read his notes. Till a whole year passed. And now my parents were able to get me that tuition. I went back. The instructor, the headmaster was like, hey, a whole year passed. You cannot join this group. You have to wait and start with the new students. I said, no, I want to be with these guys. So my parents came and talked to the headmaster, and things went well. And I started school. And actually, it was really, really tough. Because you have to go to school being happy. But then again, I go to school sometimes miserable. Just like I said, nobody knows on the outside, but I know what is going on the inside. So sometimes my classmates will be having the lunch. That is when I'll see my mom coming from the top of the road, bringing my breakfast. So sometimes I have to eat breakfast and go home and have dinner straight. There's nothing like lunch. So my lunch is my breakfast. And my dinner, my lunch is my breakfast is my lunch, right? And my lunch is my dinner. I hope I made sense here. But to put this in a nutshell, I would say I really appreciate my parents for being able to understand the importance of education, even though they did not get the chance of going to school, but they did understand that they have to push their son to go to school. But the tough part of it is up to date. I can tell you, I can guarantee you that I graduated from that school, but I have never gone back to get my degree. I don't know how I did, because they were waiting for me to pay the rest of the tuition, because it accumulated to some X amount of cities. It might be today like maybe $50, $40, but I did not even go for it. So that was that part of my life when it comes to education, secondary education. So I was into sports a lot, basketball, soccer. So that was how I kept myself moving, being happy. And I also go to Islamic school and learn my faith. So as time goes on, what happened next was I had a chance of living in my brother's house, beautiful house in a place called Sakumona Estate, beautiful. And it was beautiful. It's just like 20 minutes from my parents' home. But something hit that up to now, I find it extremely difficult to understand that it's about my mom. I love her to death. She did all that she can to make sure her children are happy, to make sure that her children will not go to sleep with empty stomach. So what she did, no, not what she did, during her last time on this planet Earth, it was tough. It was really, really tough. Why am I even saying this? I need to get things out of my chest, you know? And those are also the reason why I left home to start life somewhere else. And when she passed, where I live to where my parents live is just about 20 minutes drive. But she died, she was buried, I did not even know. Yeah, I did not even know. I live only 20 minutes away from where they live. I did not even know. But it's all good. But how did I know that? It was a day that was, I can't remember what day was it. And my brother called me from Tokyo, Japan. He said, how's our mom doing? I said, oh, she's doing great. He did not even know at that time. So around 4 p.m., I was just like, man, let me just go play basketball with my guys in a place called Nima. And the court is in a church called St. Kizito. It's a Catholic church. So we go out there to play basketball. So I went there. The moment I entered the court, the whole place became paralyzed. Everybody was just like silent, just looking at me. I was like, what is going on? These guys were just like staring at me. And the coach came to me. His name is Albert Donko. That was my first basketball coach. Man, great guy. And he came to me and said, sorry. I said, sorry for what? That was when I know my mom passed. So I have to rush down to my parents' home. And that was when my family was, oh my God, we forgot about you. What's that? What? But anyway, and the following year too, my father passed, that I knew. And everything went well. We took him to the cemetery. He was buried. And I came back home. Everything was fine. That was when things started rolling. Things started changing. Like, I want to come to the United States. I want to play pro basketball. And at that time too, I started playing basketball with the Ghana Customs. Oh, I was good. I was just dunking, flying, and I got a chance to play for the national team. So we were traveling to Nigeria, Togo, Benin, and play games. Man, it was fun. And all those period really helped me to be able to adjust to what I've been through, because I did not want to really sit down and be thinking about the hardship. But every time you see me, even up to date, I smile a lot. And that is how I keep moving. And what happened was one time I said, no, I need to get out of this country. I know I have the talent to be able to play out there, but I need to get out of this country. But first, how do? You need to get a visa. Right? I tried the United States, but it was tough. But tuition was expensive. But then again, I got a chance to travel to Europe. At that time, they have the Schengen visa, and up to date, they still have that Schengen visa. So what happened was I got, how do we call it? A visa issued by the France embassy. So that means I have to travel to France. But the funny part of it is just like that day I was supposed to travel. It was on a Sunday. And we went to Nigeria to play the West African basketball tournament. They call it WAMCO. And actually, I had a bronze medal in the slam dunk competition. And we were there, I think, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? And normally after the games, we stay Saturday and leave Saturday evening to Ghana. But the problem was I'm traveling on that Sunday to France. So there's no way I would wait another day after the game on Friday. I got to come back to Ghana. And we did not go by air. So traveling by bus is just like hours on the road. And each maybe 30 kilometers, there's a police barrier wasting your time, checking you in and out to make sure you're not carrying anything. And man, on Friday after the games, and the coach came to us and said, yeah, we're going to party today. We're going to party. Everybody will go shopping on Saturday. I said, I need to go to Ghana tonight. They thought I was joking. I said, I need to go. Because if I wait for that Saturday, that means I'm going to miss my flight. If I miss my flight, I'm done. So what I did was I did not explain anything to them about my traveling. And you know, if you're traveling to another country in Africa, just like anywhere, you need a passport. And one good thing about the French-speaking countries in Africa that I like so much, they all have this thing they call laissez-passer. But in Ghana, we did not have that. We only have passport. So I've been traveling with passport with my team. But then again, that trip in particular, I told them, hey, I lost my passport. Because if I had traveled with that passport, they would see the visa and they know that damn, this guy is traveling. And you know, I don't want to share that part of my story with the team until I cross and enter the Western world. So what happened? I told them, hey, I need to go to Ghana. And what they did was everybody agreed, okay, if he said he wants to go, why not? We have to pack our bag. Everybody was so mad. They were so mad at me. Nobody was talking to me. Everybody was so silent. And we reached Ghana on Saturday night. Early morning by 6 a.m., I was at the airport. I flew to Paris. That part of my life, things just changed. And I reached Paris, and